for your shoulder. Continue, buddy. And yeah, I'm right over the edge where I was supposed to. So yeah, be right here.
3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Time out. Welcome, fam, to another. Season 15 review.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, this is your girl P. Marie,
And I'm Bree.
we are a mother-daughter duo, and we're about to talk about this thing. We talk about everything, y'all. We're close, and we just be who we are.
Right.
So here we go. Let's talk.
All right. So first and foremost, guys, we are doing a 2-in-1.
She know I don't like that. By the way, y'all, I hate to hear ladies say guys. We're in the South, we don't say guys. Not the real Southern people. We say ladies and gentlemen. It just makes me cringe. Sorry, Brie.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we left off with Mitch and Krysten getting married. And, whew, okay, I'm just going to say it. Mitch is something else.
It is.
Mitch, when she came up down the altar, first he thought that she was his mom. So he was like, is that my bride? It was the mom. So he really wanted the mom. And then when he saw
he
her,
was really feeling the mom, y'all. Did y'all see that?
he's like, is that
He
my
wanted
bride?
the mom. And poor what's her name? Krysten.
Yeah,
Krysten looks nothing like her mom. She looks like her dad.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bad because of what they're actually high expectations. Too high expectations, huh?
Yeah. He had high expectations. Like, if that's the mom, then what the daughter? And when Krysten came down the aisle, he wasn't initially attracted to her. He wasn't attracted to her to the point to where she said, "You look nice" or "You look handsome," and he said nothing.
He was a butt munch.
He just looked and smiled.
That was horrible.
He could have found something to say. He could have said, "Your hair is beautiful." He could have said, "You look beautiful. You know, I love your dress." It could have been anything. He said nothing.
If you're a guy and you're watching this, please
Compliment. Absolutely.
Women need to hear it, okay?
Yes.
Women need to hear it. Now, when it comes to Krysten, I told y'all from the start, I told you from the jump when we were giving our what we thought was going to happen. What did I say? Bree said, "Oh, you think so?" I said, he is not going to find her attractive. He's not going to find her attractive. He didn't. And what I was saying was, it's just too many. It's too many no's. And she said she was bougie, and I don't get bougie at all from her. I think what she needs.
Her family said that.
Yeah, her family says she's bougie, but I don't think they know what bougie means, because she don't come off as bougie at all, you know. But anyway, that sounds mean, but bougie has a certain type of spoiled and a certain type of, I have to have things a certain way. She says she's a jean and t-shirt girl with a baseball hat. That's not technically what you would consider a bougie type lady. But anyway, needless to say, he was making up all these excuses about a dress and everything. I just can't wait till she's not having to wear that dress.
He was like,
heels.
okay, so first of all, it's a wedding. So they're going to have on makeup, okay? They're going to also have on a dress. Sorry, it's a surprise. A wedding, you wear a dress. Okay?
Exactly.
And then more than likely they're going to have on heels. He said, well, I just want to see her in her basic, you know, on wedding days, even the women that are even the most laid back and don't wear makeup, don't wear anything fancy, on their wedding day is when they get glammed up. That's your special day to where you are supposed to get glammed up. So for me, it was a little disrespectful how he came at it. Like, you know, I think he called it dress stupid, or it's just a dress, and I'm just over the stupid dress. Yeah, okay. So I'm not a big fan of how he handled that.
Well, I got something to say, y'all. Apparently, well, okay, I'm not gonna say that part, but I'll say this part. If you watched the after party, did you see the sandals that Mitch was wearing? They look like female shoes. You see the
Yeah.
sandals? You know, we have the little thong sandals, and then you pull the strap on the back.
I get it, he's earth conscious, but those were
They look like
really-
ladies' sandals. And all I was thinking of is that why he didn't want her to wear the dress? I mean, was he jealous?
It was extremely strange.
It was strange, and it was a little bit too much for me to see him cross with his legs, the top of his leg. That's gonna be a whole nother conversation, y'all. The guys crossing their legs like a lady. That is like, it makes me cringe. Okay, second thing that makes me cringe today. I think that's gonna be it, y'all. But he had his leg crossed over like a lady, and with those lady type sandals. It was just too much.
Yeah.
So
He definitely had some concerns for me when I saw those sandals. I was
You
like,
saw
this
it,
guy is not right in the head,
Mhm.
because it was
What
just
guy
like
would
some
wear
of the things he's weird, you know.
Yeah.
And not only weird, but he's mean about kind of being weird, but he kind of uses it as a, you know, play for, oh, I don't know, or I don't have an idea, but really he's kind of like a jerk a little bit.
yeah.
And maybe it's the way we're perceiving him on TV, but I don't think so. You know, it is TV, and everybody has their own perception.
Whatever. I'm getting a cheat sheet. I mean, I'm not supposed to say that, but okay, y'all. For some of y'all who are new to watching it, you know, I have a little gift, so yeah, I get a little cheat. Some people say a cheat sheet. My son said the other day, "It's not fair, Mom. You already know, but I don't know everything. Okay, it's just only what the good Lord has shared with me some things about." So it's just fun for us to watch this show, though. It is amazing. Next couple who got married. Oh, well. Next thing is they went to they started the honeymoon.
Yeah. So on this episode, they did go ahead and they went to Mexico, and everybody so far has met each other. They're excited to see, you know, what couples are with what couples. And, you know, starting off, everybody is meshing really well as far as all of the other couples. Who I really like to see is Justin and his wife, as well as Nate and Sasha, because they're just like head over heels for each other.
They were steamy, I tell you that. Alexis and Justin, their kisses are very borderline nasty.
Yeah, that you can tell that they really have.
They're very. It's a lot of chemistry. I can feel the chemistry through
over
the
TV. Yeah.
I know in person, that's some heat that's going on. But guess what? They are married, and what I love about it is that's what, to me, married people are supposed to have. You're supposed to have that
fire.
You know, ooh, boy, you better, you know. Of course, as ladies, we have to act like it's not bothering us, but you're burning up in the inside. You're like, stop. But in the inside, you're like, oh my God, if he touched me one more time. So, they're married. So, it's okay. And y'all realize this is just me. This is just us, okay? Hey, just because you're a Christian does not mean you're not supposed to have fun and enjoy your spouse. To me, you're supposed to really be able to enjoy your spouse as a Christian.
Right.
No shame. You're not supposed to have shame in sexuality. And that's how so many of you Christian women, you're boring as heck. Now that's gonna be a whole another video.
Well,
you can't be bored and be no Christian wife. Now you gotta spice that thing up.
And God made marriage before he made anything else, so he really honors marriage, and he really, loves marriage as close to his heart, because he made Adam and he made Eve from his rib.
Yes.
So before children, before families, before anything else, aunties, aunties, uncles, sisters, brothers, cousins, grandpas, there was husband and wife. So that lets you know how close it is to the Lord's heart. So like you were saying,
it's a big deal. Nothing to be ashamed of. So let's get back to the steamy part. Now,
With Stasha and Nate.
Stasha and Nate, I felt like that was a little bit too graphic.
They forgot the cameras were there. Like,
that was getting a little too graphic.
Did they have clothes on? Did they
No.
have bikinis on? Like, I don't know. The camera might have, angled it to where they could have had bikini and boxers on.
No, I don't.
But I just want to say that they forgot the cameras were there. Nate said they had a little drinky drink in their system. And they were not worried about what was going on. They were just worried about how exploring their spouse. And like you said, you can feel the heat with Justin and Alexis. You could really feel the heat with Nate and Sasha.
I would say you could really feel the heat, when they were in that moment. I think when it comes to Nate and Stasha, and I've been saying this from the beginning, that I believe Nate, they're not gonna make it if Stasha is not willing to bring it down, because she's with a man, and so a lady who's with a man who's not feminine, because he's not a feminine man. So a man that's feminine, he can deal with that bossy type woman. But a man, and I get that from Nate, he wants to be the leader. Mm-hmm. And if she does not learn how to put her controlling self to the side, she will jeopardize this relationship. And I did see that on this last season, I felt like, when they were on the, what were they on, y'all? ATVs? Mm-hmm. I believe it was ATVs. They were on these ATVs having a really good time. Now, he did take a moment and, and record, and then he did kind of leave her behind. But I felt like that was not the moment to have the conversation. And I think
pick your battles.
When you're married, you pick your battles.
That could have been brushed off,
One of the things I always say, everything does not have to be said. And when she did that, it made it look like she's just controlling. Because then before that, she was talking about post-nuptials. After that, she was talking about post-nuptials. So it just makes it look like everything has to be her way.
Right.
And it's a reason why she's never been married.
Speaking of post-nup, Nate handled that extremely well.
He did.
Because he had a bankruptcy from a previous company that he owned with a partnership with someone. And so, that's not something that you're looking forward to have to file bankruptcy. So it probably was embarrassing for him. But he was, open enough to be able to say, hey, let me put this out on the front. I don't want you to find out this later on. This is what is going on. He actually told her family. So her mom told her, hey, Nate's got a bankruptcy. You may want to go ahead and do that post-nup. Mm-hmm. So she did offer the post-nup to him. Post-nuptial is just like a prenup. It's just after you are married. And
she had no give on it.
No, she said if he didn't sign the post-nup, then it was a deal breaker for her. But I am super excited that he was just so easygoing about it, because that could have really started the rocky part of their relationship. But he handled that extremely well.
Especially after she had just kind of, to me,
most guys would not handle that like that.
And nagging. She had just nagged about the ATV thing and trying to make sure he's not acting single. I think it's too early to have the type of conversation. She's trying to boss him. And she's going to really mess up. I really feel that if she does not turn it down, and ladies, a man does not want a man in his house if he's straight. He wants a woman. He wants a lady. And so if you have something to say to your man, there's a way to do things, and it's a timing in which you do it. He's not your boy. He's not your son. He's not your if you're the employer, he's your employee. No. And I think successful women have to find a balance and know how to do so. Listen, I know from firsthand, I am a prophetess. I've been a street evangelist. And so I come off when the Lord is using me, I come off real raw, because the Holy Spirit, I don't care what nobody say, is a man. That spirit comes out and is bold, and it does not, I'm not in my feminine, hi, yes, I just want to let you know that the Lord is really care about you, and none of that. It's straight, rah, And I mean, if I recorded myself and I look back, I'm like, whoa, who is that person? Right? But it's completely different. So to me, the same way, if you're a boss at your job, you're not a boss at your home. You have to know how to balance that thing in different areas. Know how to, how to work with the people at your job. Know how to talk to your man. You take off that hat of being the boss,
Yeah, it's a transition because
It's a
she's
hard
been
balance
single
sometimes,
for
but,
all
yeah.
of those years, so it's going to be a transitional period. It's unrealistic to think somebody's going to change just like that. It has to be, something that's
But she wanted a husband. No, to me, she's not trying hard enough, because if you 2 days into a marriage and you're already
I think she came a little hard.
37
on
years
that.
old, never been married, apparently, and never been engaged. To me, she should have more of a willingness to be like, whatever I'm doing is not working, let me try something different. The man's married to her.
Right.
So she don't have to be so, you need to be like this and be like that,
Right.
So I think Nate is handling it very well, but I just sense that he was not happy, and I can sense that he is not the type that's going to deal with it for long.
Right.
She's better get her act together, and I hate it because I can see they have so much chemistry. I can see why they actually put both of them together.
Yeah.
She's too busy trying to prove I got this. No man cares about that,
Right.
ladies. Get off of that. I got this. I made my own thing that brought my own self through college. I did this. I got real estate properties. I got all this.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that with your girlfriends. You can do that with other people. But with your man and with your husband, he wants that delicate side. And I think she's having a hard time pulling that, just putting that to the side and just be the lady, be the wife, be the fragile one. The confidant. How can you be a confidant if you are the one controlling and leading? So just something to think about.
Yep, absolutely. And on this episode, it really, got to, we were able to spend a little bit more time seeing the different couples and them interacting with each other. And so on this episode as well, Mitch and Krysten had some issues. Mitch actually told Krysten that he was not attracted to her. And she was kind of like in denial a little bit. She was like, well, he can't be not attracted to me because the way he looks at me and the way he treats me and the way he acts. And I'm like, oh my God. He's literally telling you. Like, he's not going to tell you he's not attracted to you if he's attracted to you.
Yeah.
So there's something, it's a misfire somewhere.
I think apparently something is not right, because with her, you should be, if I can feel the cues and I'm not even there, she should have known when the man said that he was not attracted to her. It should not have been like, no, he is attracted. I think it's just, He didn't tell her she was beautiful.
Well,
He never, his whole actions, nothing about him said he was attracted to her.
yeah,
So,
and she's probably thinking about the man is probably trying to sleep with her. He's probably coming on to her at nighttime. And that's probably confusing to her because she's like, okay, I'm telling you to get off of me, but you're saying you're not attracted to me.
no, she said apparently the only time he's really tried is this after, by the way, y'all, after he says that he's not attracted to her, that night they have drinks and he does, really make out with her, kiss her and everything. That's where the confusion lies. But before then, when she was coming to the table,
He was like he wasn't ready for.
She wasn't. He wasn't touching her at all.
He said he wasn't ready for.
Yeah.
She said that she wanted a little bit more physical.
Right.
And he said he wasn't ready for that.
Right.
And then that was a little weird too. But it's just, I don't know. Something is a little off with Mitch, and he's not exactly telling really what it is. He's saying he's unattracted to her, But then I see what she's saying. He does. I see cues where he's not attracted to her, and also see parts in where I guess he's trying. I guess you could say that he's trying. In his own Mitchy way.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell. I mean, we were talking about feminine energy, all of that, you know, even with how she was taking shots with him and things like that. In his mind, he may have like this image of what the lady looks like, but not only what she looks like,
What she acts like.
what she acts like, not only what she acts like, what she sounds like, not only what she sounds like, what she smells like. So, you know, like
All of the above.
all of these things.
He said that his crush was Jessica Biel. Or Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel,
Oh,
and we're
that's-
going to insert that. Jessica
That's
Biel
completely
is
different.
really feminine.
Yeah.
She is kind of plain. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup. But she is really feminine. So maybe that's what he was looking for in a
Yeah.
wife. He was looking for someone that was a little bit more feminine and confident. Because Christian, she says she's confident, but it's like a false sense of confidence. It's not really actually. She comes out stepping and she knows who she is.
Well, have y'all noticed? And that's why we were talking about this before. The ones that the men are crazy about the women, and there's only really one that's just crazy about who they have, which is Justin, and that's Alexis. Alexis not one time told him, "Oh, you're so handsome."
No,
This
she
is
didn't.
what's her name started off grabbing her husband. She grabbed Miguel.
Yeah.
She forced the kiss
Lindy?
on him. Lindy grabbed him by basically almost choking him to kiss him. Told him that he was strikingly handsome. Oh, why would she say that to him? Strikingly handsome? Oh my goodness! Even if she was thinking it in her head,
Keep it to yourself.
why would she say that to him? And he hasn't even just really. I
Gave
could
you a
see if
compliment.
you're reciprocating it. If he
Yeah, he
said
says, "You're
he
pretty."
said no, he would have to say more than that. To say strikingly handsome, no.
You have to say, "I find
These
you
ladies
like
are
you're-
not matching energy.
Yeah, they're not.
The only one that was matching energy was Alexis.
Alexis,
you know,
and she's been
people
proposed to 3
People
times.
can say what they want, but there's a reason why she's been proposed to 3 times. Because
She does have
at least she knows how to be feminine.
She has a sex appeal about her.
She
too.
she knows how to be a little sexy, right?
She does.
Okay, so yeah, she may act like a little tomboyish here and there, but she knows how to throw in the sexy. Did y'all see
Yeah,
her?
she does. She does.
So she knows how to be a lady. Okay. He's
And
saying
she's
stuff.
confident.
She's always stop. You know, he's just eating it up. Okay. He's complimented her several times. I haven't heard her yet call him handsome. I'm just saying.
No, she hasn't.
Okay. The other ones, what's going on with them? Every last one of these women complimenting these men. Oh my God, I thought you were so handsome. Oh, this is why they've never been proposed to or married,
They're
because
taking the
these
man's role.
yeah. And I think Miguel, he said he's this romantic guy. He probably is this very romantic guy. But in a romantic guy's mind, it goes like a storybook. He wins over the lady. But in this case, the lady's throwing herself on him.
Right.
So he doesn't even get to win her over. Hey, I want to show you my makeup doll, my clothing. I want to give you this Starship cube. This is what I've been holding for you. And I wrote a poem. And then she gets to say, really? What is that? As she sit back and act like it's not really a big deal. But, oh, that's so cute. He wants that.
Yeah.
But she threw herself at him. All this, a lot of these women have too
Masculine.
much masculine energy.
Yeah.
They're the man. And so then the men are having to step back. The men are having to step. My mic fell down on that, y'all. That's some deep stuff. Listen, the men are having to step back because the women are being the men. I'm like,
Right.
on this show, every last woman on here are like, to me, have this masculine energy. Except, right, and Alexis have a little bit of it. At least she knows how to
Tone it down.
tone it down and be a lady. But the rest
Right.
of them, they
And
are terrible.
Ben's wife.
Ben's wife gonna beat him up. Oh my God! Why would they put? I'm upset because I like Ben.
So they did get married on this episode. Sorry, guys. Oh,
Oh my God.
Little technical difficulty there. So they did get married on this episode. And Ben, he seemed that he was a little attracted to her, and she was like, again, head over the heels. She was like, oh, he's so attractive, and have you seen his body? They didn't do their wedding really long, I guess because they were kind of behind. But we're just fast forwarding to the honeymoon. Of course, she finds him attractive, and he says that she kicks him in his sleep. So he was already a little kind of, what would you say, kind of like, he didn't want to say it, but he was a little scared that she had all of the fight in her. Like, she literally knocked out one of her
bridesmaids too. Like, and what bride tells the groom that?
The lady got her missing too. She was like, oh yeah, your wife did this. And we were just sparring.
Like,
so Ben's like, I don't want to step on her toe. I don't want to say the wrong. And that's kind of bad because he's scared to say stuff.
And Ben is a gentleman. And I like Ben.
I like Ben. He got to stop being cheap, but I like
to me, that's his biggest flaw, is him being cheap.
He's open-minded.
But I think he can actually, I even think with the cheapness, I think the cheapness, he can actually get better on that because I think he's an open type person.
He is.
And if you're open to criticism, open to change, open to a lot, because some men would be completely turned off by Morgan by the way that you know a lot of how she acts and things like that. I mean, she smiles, but I mean that's not attractive for a lady, because she actually said you. She said, I'll kick you or something like that. He said, me? She said, yeah. Like, so I mean, he's taking it so well. He's sweet. He's nice. And I feel like out of all of the men on there, I feel like he's one that should be on the show. Yeah. Because I think he is ready for marriage. You know, and of course, Justin, he's ready for marriage too. I'm not saying the other one's not, but I'm just saying if I could pick out the top two, I would say those two. And of course, there's a couple that I don't think. And listen, what was that? What's his name? The one who acts like he's a poet and he's so romantic.
Miguel?
I'm not saying just the romantic side.
I'm saying that he's overly sexualized and he really wants to consummate his marriage with Lydia, and he's kind of putting the pressure on her. Yeah. And I don't think that that's okay, because although you are married, she has literally opened up to you about that she has only, I think, been with like one guy. And so it's very important to her. And all you're saying is, yeah, but it's important to me too. And I want to be intimate, even if it's not just everything for the first time. Like, I'm okay with mediocre. Like, what is wrong with you? You're not that is, like, okay. I'm sorry.
He's a man, bro.
Okay, you're a man, but it's day two. It's day two. You know, you can wait.
He's a man. He gonna get it if he can.
A week?
He's just being forward and open. But all of the guys on there want to have.
Yeah, they want to, but I'm saying he's pressuring her. That's the difference. Not wanting to, having the desire to, and pressuring.
Well, she did it to herself. She was throwing herself all over the man.
He sat on her butt and had
you can't. No,
had a boner and was like,
he was massaging,
poking her. He was doing it on purpose. And then he said, he said something like, "Do you feel that?" or something like that. Yeah, Lindy just said she wasn't ready.
Okay, and whatever. Lindy started off being the man, and guess what? Miguel said, "I'll show you who's the man." Then Lindy went back like a little cat. Okay, now she at first leaping all on him and being all, and then when the man is, she pulled the cat out the cage. He's like, yeah, he's got the weapon. See. Now she wants to retreat and go back to her corner. He's a man at the end of the day. Okay, he's probably confused. How all of a sudden, and let me tell you this. The man, she's upset because the man is not really wanting to hear what she's got to say and not saying a lot. Nobody. I'm tired of hearing about her talking about her Christian upbringing, how she don't care about this and what she didn't get to do.
What I didn't like about Miguel, though, I will say this: I didn't like the Jesus jokes that he was saying. That was not okay, especially because he said he was an atheist. So it's like, okay, if that's your belief, which is not true, keep your belief to yourself, but don't be disrespectful.
No, but she did it to herself. Why? Because she.
Thank you again for watching another timeout session with Bree and Bree Marie. We'll see you next time, friends.